We all know that one person, the one who always has to be the smartest in the room. They use massive words, they interrupt you mid-sentence, and they never, ever admit they are wrong. They look smart. They sound smart, but they aren't. Psychology reveals a terrifying truth. The behaviors we usually associate with being smart are often just a camouflage for deep intellectual insecurity. And the scariest part, you might be doing some of these things without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you will learn the 8 habits of fake smart people and the exact neuroscience behind why your brain tricks you into thinking you know more than you do. To understand the fake smart brain, we have to start with the Dunning-Kruger effect. This famous psychological principle states that people with low ability in a specific area drastically overestimate their own competence. Why? Because recognizing your own incompetence requires a baseline level of intelligence. If you don't know what you don't know, your brain assumes you know everything. True intelligence isn't about accumulating facts to sound impressive. It is about having the cognitive flexibility to process reality accurately, even when reality proves you wrong. Here are the 8 signs that someone is faking it. Number 1, confusing memory with intelligence. Fake smart people love to hoard facts. They memorize quotes, historical dates, and trivia, and they recite them to dominate conversations. But neurologically, memory and intelligence are completely different systems. Memory is just data retrieval, a storage drive. Intelligence is fluid processing power, how you manipulate that data to solve a new problem. If you can only repeat what you read but can't apply it to a new situation, you aren't smart. You are just a human hard drive. Number 2, using complex jargon to sound smart. They use $10 words when a 10-cent word would work perfectly. But a brilliant study by Princeton psychologist Daniel Oppenheimer proved the exact opposite is true. He found that using unnecessarily complicated language actually makes people perceive you as less intelligent. Your brain is forced to work harder to decode the jargon, which creates cognitive disfluency. True intelligence makes the complex simple. Fake intelligence makes the simple complex to hide behind a smoke screen. Number 3, never asking questions. Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in the room rarely asks a question? That is because asking a question means admitting you don't know something. Their ego is so fragile that their amygdala, the brain's threat center, registers not knowing as a physical threat. So they talk over you, steering the conversation back to their own expertise. Truly intelligent people ask questions because their brain craves new data. Fake smart people avoid questions to protect their ego. Number 4, always needing to win an argument. For the fake smart person, a conversation is a battle to be won, not a truth to be discovered. When you prove them wrong, they don't update their beliefs. They shift the goalposts, change the subject, or attack your character. This is driven by the brain's default mode network, which builds a narrative about who we are. When facts contradict that narrative, the brain experiences cognitive dissonance. Instead of updating their map of reality, they attack the person holding the map. And if this kind of breakdown, where we take the hidden psychological traps that ruin your life and show you the exact science behind them, is what you're looking for, this is exactly what mindconnect exists for. If you want to understand your brain instead of just being controlled by it, this is a great time to subscribe, because we decode your human experience every single week. Number 5, dismissing other people's ideas too quickly. When someone pitches a new idea, the fake smart person immediately lists all the reasons it won't work. They think this makes them look analytical and sharp, but psychology calls this a high need for cognitive closure. It means their brain is deeply uncomfortable with ambiguity. They reject new ideas instantly because it shuts down the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing. True intelligence tolerates the gray area, holding two opposing ideas in your mind without immediately rejecting one. Number 6, overcomplicating simple things. If a task can be done in 2 steps, they will find a way to make it 10 steps. They create unnecessary frameworks and theories. This comes from a deep insecurity that if the solution is simple, then anyone could do it, making them obsolete. The physicist Richard Feynman famously said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it." Fake smart people hide behind complexity. Smart people deliver clarity. Number 7, avoiding silence in conversations. They cannot handle a silent pause. They fill every empty second with their own voice. Neurologically, silence forces the brain into self-reflection, which triggers anxiety for someone who isn't comfortable with their own thoughts. But listening is the ultimate cognitive flex. It takes high-level executive function to pause your own internal monologue, process someone else's perspective, and formulate a response based on their data, not yours. And finally, number 8, reading books just to say you read them. They buy the thickest, most depressing philosophy book they can find, read 3 pages, and then quote the author at every party. This is performative intellect. They aren't reading to learn, they are reading to build an identity. The knowledge goes into short-term memory to be weaponized in a debate, and then it is deleted. True intelligence changes your behavior. Fake intelligence just changes your vocabulary. So here is the honest reframe. Being fake smart isn't a character flaw, it is a defense mechanism. It is what happens when a perfectly capable brain gets trapped in a culture that rewards sounding right over being right. True intelligence isn't a trophy you display. It is a tool you use to navigate reality. It is the willingness to look foolish, the humility to update your beliefs, and the courage to admit, "I don't know." If you can do that, you are already smarter than 90% of the room. I want you to go to the comments right now and be brutally honest. Which of these 8 traits are you most guilty of? Just type the number down below. No excuses, no explanations. Just the number. Claiming it is the first step to fixing it. If this video gave you a harsh but necessary reality check, this is exactly what MindConnect exists for. We strip away the ego and decode the raw neuroscience of your behavior so you can actually grow. Hit subscribe if you want to keep upgrading your mind, and send this video to that one friend who always has to be right. I'll see you in the next one.